Back to the aftermath of World War II. During the early 1950s, Prime Minister Shigeru Yoshida made rebuilding Japan's economy his top priority, offered to lifelong job security, and workers repaid them with loyalty. Japanese corporations successfully retained a loyal and experienced workforce through the system of lifetime employment, which assured their employees a safe job and 100% employment in Japan. This pact actually worked. Japan's economy became the second largest in the world. But to make a good impression on their bosses, workers began putting their undying loyalty to the ultimate tests. As a leading workforce, they started crossing all the limits of working hours. The decade later, Japanese workers began committing suicide and suffering strokes or heart failures from the enormous burdens of stress and sleep deprivation, which we called Karoshi. Karoshi was first recognized in the late 70s when a 29-year-old guy of Japan's largest newspaper company died after having a stroke. Since then, such cases have increased. If they are not being subjected to an intense work rate, slaving into sunrise and suffering from sleep deprivation, their colleagues and bosses will bitch them out for not working hard enough. Meaning, it's sometimes just as important to keep up the appearance of an exhausted, broken wreck as doing the actual work itself. That seems to have more value than actually getting something done. These are sleeping capsules for those who are not able to go to home. A large number of people thought it would make more sense to sleep in padded coffins stacked on top of each other than take the train to home. Japan has some of the longest working hours in the world. Japanese workers on average tend to use 10 of their paid vacation days, and 63% of Japanese respondents felt guilty for taking paid leave. Japanese companies require employees to work more than 80 hours of overtime a month, which was often unpaid. Last year, the government launched an initiative called Premium Fridays, in which it encouraged companies to allow their employees to leave at 3 p.m. on the last Friday of the month. But a study found that not even 4% of employees in Japan actually left early on the first Premium Friday. Japan has also Karoshi hotline network to help people, but an average of 400 calls per year actually recorded. People are living in the suburbs. The commute is long, getting into work on a crowded train, and already tired because they have been standing up. Then they are at work until 11 or 12. They go home on the same crowded train, can't stay up and can't relax because they've got to be working the very next day. So they are constantly sleep deprived. And that just goes on and on, repeating that over and over. One thought comes into their mind: wouldn't it be nice to go to sleep and never wake up again? Thank you. Thank you so much.